Welcome back to the channel. I'm Zuko the Flame Prince, back with another video, and in this one I'll be reacting to the 16th episode of Frieren. This one is titled Long Lived Friends. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. This looks like Sein as a kid. This adventuring buddy. So we're getting a glimpse of how magic has replaced technology in that sense. Does he finally meet his friend here? That's why the episode is called that. I was curious about that. I want to assume 500 years. Huh. Oh man, they're detouring. She says after having spent 3 months at Lord Odin's company. Odin. I keep pronouncing it like those, Dad. Hey, carry over from the princely etiquettes and stuff. Hey. Oh, is that how... Is this just the garb of dwarven warriors? That is probably still strong if Eisen is anything to go with. Name doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, I figured his wits are still about him. If Eisen has anything to go with. Preach. So what do I owe the pleasure? He can't walk. Isn't every dwarf based off what we've seen? Friend probably hasn't been here in these people's lifetime. I can't wait to see like a dwarf in their prime, because we do know there's like a kingdom of dwarves that's been mentioned with like the Stark's birthday burger thing. Is that a dire grizzly bear? But I have to get going. Really? Tell us more. Was his wife an adventurer as well? Was she a dwarf? Okay. Are there female dwarfs in this world? So many world building questions I have. But he can still picture them in his mind. Nope. He went through that when after Frieren left for 50 years. And that's what he tells himself in the 50 years that Frieren doesn't come back. So it's even like a known prophecy. We do need these flashbacks sometimes to remind us that we are dealing with a legend. As I was saying, we do need reminders that we're dealing with a legend in Frieren.
俺は得るほど長生きせんぞ。
ならフリーレンの役目だな。僕たちの記憶は彼女が未来に連れて行ってくれる。
そうか。
And we know Frieren to be a woman of her word.
仲間に恵まれたな。
じゃあ後でフリーレンに僕が編み出したイケメンポーズ集を見せないとな。
So this is also before, yeah. Before they even did it, accomplished their mission.
やっぱりイケメンポーズ集はいらなかったかな。記憶の無駄遣いだ。
Yeah.
その勇者の顔は覚えているか？
Of course, yeah.
声は？
私をバカにしないでよ。
Her memory is better than, yeah.
ヒンメルは私が人間を知ろうとしたきっかけだよ。
そうか。きっかけか。
The love of his life.
わしはもう思い出せない。それでもわしは大切な何かのためにこの村を守って。
That is sad, but noble.
ところで、お前たちの旅の目的地はどこなんだ？
魂の眠る地、オレオールを目指しているよ。
ついに魔王を倒しに行くのか。
Oh, he doesn't know they did it years ago?
平和な時代が訪れるといいな。
Oh, he's actually senile. He's not even pretending.
魔王はもう。
Did he just die there? You know, anime with the wind blowing. Oh, well, yeah, don't take away his purpose. Leave him with his reason for doing his duty.
私が未来に連れて行ってあげるからね。
Look at her maturing and understanding relationships. Because that's a very nuanced emotion to have.
それ80年前も同じこと言ってたよ。
フリーレン。妻の夢を見た。
Aww. Next village. And this thing of putting two adventures in the same episode does sort of confuse me. Because, right, this guy's still looking for his friend, yeah. His best friend.
写真か、珍しいな。
昔村に来た魔法使いに撮ってもらったんだ。
Show
今までも
someone.
目撃情報があった。このまま北上で問題ないだろうな。
よく目撃情報が残っているな。
He's an unforgettable character.
特徴的だからな。インパクトが強い。
なんて名前なんだ？
戦士ゴリラだ。
あごひげ生える前からそう呼ばれてたの。この話題続けるんですか？
No, but that's a funny thought.
戦士ゴリラって名前だけ分かれば十分だ。
本当に長い道のりでしたね。
Yep.
なんで私を見るの？私は今回何も悪いことしてないよ。
Yep.
その前に集落に寄っていいか。
Oh, god damn
ここで
it.
街道がいくつかに分岐するからな。
いいよ。私たちも休みたいし。
インパクトがすごかったので覚えています。村の近くに出た魔物を退治して
Oh, he's actually a competent
そ
adventurer.
の後どこに向かったかわかるか？
どうでしたかな。ゴリラ様は高台に住んでいる頑固
Oh
ばあさん
god.
の仲が良かった
They
よう
both
な
have
の
a
で
thing for older
聞いて
women.
みるといいでしょう。頑固ばあさん、またすげえあだ名だ。
There's so many elders in this world, which I guess is a blessing that people get to live long, fulfilling lives. Neighboring town.
まるでお使いだな。
ヒンメルとの旅を思い出すね。こんなこともされていたんです
Side
か？
quests.
さすが頑固ばあさんなだけあるな。
ごめんね。ヒンメルやハイターだったら半日くらいで打ち解けているはずなのに。
How long has it
こ
been?
のパーティー不器用な人しかいませんからね。
You don't have someone who's strong in charisma.
峡谷にある英雄の像を磨くんだ。
英雄の像って？
Oh, so she recognizes
世
Frieren.
界を救ったとされる英雄様の石像だ。それ以上のことは知らん。代々村で管理している。
忘れられた
And Frieren is right there.
ところであんた僧侶あごひげだろ
At least we know she knows Guerrilla Warrior.
ついたよ
僧侶と戦士
Priest and a warrior.
だいぶ古い
Is
んだ
that
ねなん
the
だか
elf?
ザイン様とゴリラ様に似ていますね
Oh, okay.
というか戦士の方見覚えがあるねあクラフトだ
Yeah.
本当だ
He recognizes the woman. Is she like an
Sein.
ancestor of his?
なるほどこの人はクラフトって名前なんだなこっちは
そうね知らない
Why is this so memorable for him?
村長によると大昔の英雄だって話だ、でも誰も名前すら覚えちゃいね
That's where Goatee
俺
Priest
たちの
comes
こう
from.
はならねえ忘れ去られるだなんてごめんだ
どんな英雄でもいつかは忘れ去られますきっと魔王を倒した勇者ヒンメルも例外ではないでしょう
さすがに無理な話
And Heiter is probably saying that because he's already forgotten in that story that he was there with the hero.
俺も鍛えればこれくらいいくかな忘れられない英雄を目指すなら名前のインパクトは大事だろ
確かにそうですねではあなたは僧侶あごひげですね
Planting seeds.
やっと終わった大変だったぜ
And I'm pretty sure Frieren could have
だった
just
ら魔法
used.
でなん
Yeah.
とかなったのに
Oh, okay.
ゴリラにも同じことを頼んだがゴリラはあんたのことよく話してたよ一緒にずっと歴史に名を残すような英雄になる
I think that's the first time we're seeing him as an adult. Because again, we thought he was dead. So they're not far off his trail. W Detour.
ゴリラの行き先は
Did she tell him he died?
テューは
Oh.
北側諸国中部の交易都市だ
ここから遥か東方
Far as fuck from
オイサース
Äußerst.
トと反対方向だね
So is this where they split ways? This is goodbye.
どうしたもんかね
Alright, so that was my reaction to the 16th episode of Frieren titled Long Lived Friends. And I'm actually beginning to like the naming convention of these episodes because it does give me insight into like what the episode is potentially going to be about and stuff. Like for example, in this scenario, there's two long-lived friends. The first being Old Man Voll, a dwarf who's outlived the dwarven life expectancy that has been protecting this village since for like hundreds of years. Because at the point that Himmel and the party walked past, he was already doing his duty and his wife had already passed. And Frieren hadn't come back, or word hadn't gotten back to him that they killed the Demon King and stuff in the 8 years in between Frieren's two visits. So he's long lived in the literal sense. He outlived his life expectancy. The other long-lived friend is Guerrilla Warrior, who there was always the chance that he died. But now we're getting an idea that no, he's actually quite the accomplished adventurer and he's still doing well. And he's like, he's in a neighboring like trading city or whatever. But we thought he was dead, so he's long-lived in the fact that he's still alive in this world. And then also randomly Kraft, a statue of Kraft, who's even like older than Frieren as an elf. So there was a lot of tie-ins to the naming of this episode, which was really dope. I did mention it's probably a sign of the piece that there's so many old people still alive. But then it could also be a thing of the young people are constantly going to war if I think about it. Because also Lord Odin survived, but his son died because his son was still physically capable and went to a war in the previous episode. So it might be a thing. I was also curious. I don't know how old Eisen was during the adventure in relation to his entire lifespan. But it'll be interesting if we will ever get to see a dwarf in their prime. I don't want to assume that blacksmith was, but like a dwarf warrior. Because Old Man Voll, strong as shit evidently, managed to get a warrior like Stark off guard. And we also know that Eisen was training Stark while he was an old ass dwarf. And was still able to run around and kill demon dogs and everything. So It'll be interesting to see them at their peak of their powers, like members of that race. And also, I think there might just be a singular dwarven kingdom, perhaps, because the garb, that red cape that Eisen always wore, also seems similar to the one Voll wore. And Voll has been away from that kingdom for centuries at this point, so little tidbits of world building like that are really cool to see. But yeah, that's been my reaction. That's 16 episodes down, and we have 12 episodes to go in the show. But anyway, I've been Zuko the Flame Prince. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, share this video with other fans of Frieren you may know. But with that out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.